What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video here on Alvaro's Outdoor Adventures. Today's video I'm going to show you how to reload your own bullets for hunting and how to save you a couple of bucks with making your own ammunition rather than go buying it from the stores. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and stick around for the video. Okay, for reloading, these are your things that you're going to be needing as a basic setup. Okay, first you need your reloading machine, which this is just going to go up and down. I use this one for individual shots or individual bullets, like the ones I need for more precise shooting, for example hunting or target shooting. And then I use this one to do mass bullets. If I want to do larger quantities, I'll do this one, and it's the same, but it's just this one goes through all the 4 steps at the same time, and this one you have to do one individually. Okay, so you need a tumbler, the media. I like to use polish. You need your set of dies, your scale. You also need your bullets, your primer, a measuring device that would measure millimeters and inches, one of these hammers just in case you need to redo the bullet, like if it didn't came out right. This and your powder, and then your shells or your casings, and of course you need your, I call this the reloading Bible. Okay, there's some things that are not necessary that I like to have. Is this handheld priming tool, which is you just use it as it is here in the picture. You put all your primers here and you insert your shell, and then you just press it, take it out, and put the other one. So I've already done that with these. All of these have been, I removed the primer and put the new ones in. These are clean. This is another type of cleaner, but this is liquid. This won't make a lot of noise. This tumbler over here does. So just keep that in mind if you want to get this versus this. You could fit more into this tumbler than on this, but they both do the same job. Okay, extras. And this is also extra. This could help you clean, expand the mouth of the shell. Like you clean inside and probably expand it a bit or shave it off and clean the outside, trim the outside. And reloading, you have to be very precise on sizes. So every size has to match in order for you to get better results. Type of dies you use, it's really up to you. It's preference. I use RCBs. These are Lee reloading, and I also use Dillon's. So Dillon Precision. And the one I have on the other machine is for 9mm and 38 Super. You have to be very careful too with what type of die you're using. Make sure you don't mix your die, like this one's a 243. Don't mix it with the 30-06. What's the difference? It's just how they make them. Like, see, for example, the RCBS has 2 sets and the Lee has 3 sets. And as you can see here, you have a full length die, sizing die. You have an easy adjustment that length, the seating die, and then you have the crimp die. So this is the one that it's going to close your shell and the bullet. This is the final product. This allows it to set the bullet right on this how you want it, and the length and sizes. This will throw out your primer, so it would look like this with the hole, and it would open up the mouth so it could you could pour better. Once it comes down to the crimp die, that's when it all closes, and it's once you have the bullet inside here, that's when everything goes back into play. Okay, you want to make sure that you always have the correct bullets that you're using. This is a 243 shell. This is a 30 caliber bullet. This won't fit here, but this would actually fit on these. So that's what your 30-06 is going to be. I do have the ones I'm going to be reloading are these, the 243. It's 95 grain. And these are the ones I'm going to be using, the 243s. 30-06, I have a lot of those for now, so I'm not going to mess around with those. But I brought these two bullets because I have two types. One's a full metal. This is a full metal jacket, and this is the hollow point, plastic tip, soft tip, however you want to call them. This bullet here would just go straight through, and this bullet here would start expanding once it hits the animal or your target. Okay, so this will open up. This would just go straight through. Okay. So let me go ahead and clean these up for a bit, and then I'm going to show you how. I'm going to start off with the tumbler, how I'm going to get shells looking from this to this. Okay, so these have just been sitting in there. I use them, I deprime them, and they've just been sitting in a box. And once I put them in the tumbler, they come out looking bright and shiny like this. And of course I still need to take out the primer off. So I'll clear all of this and I'll go step by step how to reload. I'm going to show you, well, there's not much to do here. It's just put all your shells, put some media, put some polish, and just let it run 3-4 hours, and then we go to the fun part. Okay, so what you're going to do with the tumbler is you're going to load in your shells, of course, and then from there you put in some media. I'll do it in a bit, but I just need to, I want to show you first everything step by step. On top of it, you cover all your shells with this media, and then I like to use this polisher. It's called Brazo. It has a unique smell to it, but it does a wonders in cleaning all your shells. You're gonna have to run it like 3-4 hours for all of them to be all shiny. I'm gonna set this tomorrow morning. I'm gonna let it run, and then I'll show you the end product of it. Once you're done, of course, you're gonna close this up, tighten it up, and you'll hear how noisy it is. From there, once you get it to start, it's just gonna start shaking, and it's gonna be rotating all your shells within the media and the polish. And I'm gonna show you just a bit. So you can tell it's pretty noisy. Alright, magic trick. I have two piles of 21 cards each. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, there are 21 cards each. You want pile number 1, pile number 2.
Pile number 2.
Number 2. I'll show you all these cards. Alright, and I'm going to turn around and you're going to come and point at one of the cards. Okay? So there you go. And you could hold the card up and show it to the camera.
Alright.
Can you put it anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just mix them up so I won't know where they're at. They're all mixed?
Yes.
Alright. Go. And after scrambling them, I'm going to shuffle them to make it even impossible to find a card. So I'm going to show you like this all the cards, okay? And just remember on what pile your card is at, okay? If you want me to go slower, you say go slower. But once I pass your card, don't say stop, don't say anything. Just look at all of the cards. Was your card on pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3?
Pile 1.
Pile 1, so it was on this one. Okay, so we're going to get all the cards. And we're going to do it again. Ready? And the same way. Look at your card. Don't say anything if you see it. Just once you see it, just memorize on what pile it is. So again, your card's on pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3?
Pile 2.
Pile 2. You sure?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. We're going to do it one more time. Okay? And the same thing, don't say anything, don't look suspicious. I'll even turn around and not see the order of the cards. I just need to see where I'm putting it. Alright, pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3?
Pile 3.
Pile 3, so it went from 1 to 2 to 3?
Yes.
Okay, you sure?
Yes.
So, if it's all impossible after shuffling and scrambling them, and me not even knowing what card your card is, and then I again mixed them all and they ended up in different scenarios, I could probably guess where your card is. And I know it's not the first 3, or maybe not the next 3, but maybe no, 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 maybe, no. How about that one? Was that your card?
Yes.
So there you have it. Click. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get the measurements. And as you can see, it's very important to have all your measurements down. And on this book, this is what I'm looking at for the 243 Winchester, which shows that from here, from the bottom of the casing to the top, it should be 2.045. And we're going to measure it in inches. So here what I do is I zero it out, then I open it, and I try to get 2.04. 2.045. This is too small, so I can't use this one. Again, it's a little bit too small. So once it gives me the reading of 20.45, that's how I'm going to leave it. I mean, those are the ones I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be measuring all of those and make sure that those are the ones I could use. When they're cut short, you can't do much about it. Another thing that we need to be careful about, it's the type of bullet you're going to be using. For example, on this one, I have a 30 caliber and it's 150 grain. So it's a 308. So you can see here, there's a 308. The size of, I mean, the weight of the bullets, it's 150 grain. So I can use that. And then the powder I'm going to be using is this 4895, unless I can find these other two. So here you can see on the top, it has 2600, 2700, 2800, 2900, and 3000. That is the feet per second that the bullet it's flying. That's the velocity. It says there powder velocity. So the one I'm using is IMR 4895, and I'm gonna be putting 46.3 of that powder onto the casing. I want my bullets to go 2700 feet per second. The more powder you put to get it faster, the heavier the kick it's going to be on your rifle. Even though it's a 150 grain bullet, I mean the weight, it's going to take a bit more punch on it because you're using more powder to get the bullet out faster. So from here now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing all the reload. I'm going to get my weight out, calibrate this weight, this scale, and then I'm going to start reloading, the reloading process. So we said it was going to be 32.8. We got 25. Remember, this measure here has to be very precise. 32.5. 32.8. The rest we dump out, and I'll make myself a small funnel, because especially with these, it gets kind of hard to pour in the powder, and I just start dumping it in. So now that you have all the exact quantity of powder on your shell or on your casing, you come back to the press put your casing onto this, onto the press. Hold on to the bullet, bring it all the way up, and then just give it a push all the way down. You don't have to put any force on it. And there you have it. There's your bullet right there. And the end product should be 27.10. And we're just going to double check that. 27. .10. So that's how your bullet should end. And then this here, you could double check that as well. Should be 2.045. You can see right there 2.044, and that's just a bit off from it. But at the end, with all the measurement, 2.710, that's the final product. Well, there you go. That's how you make your bullet. And you're ready to go. Now time to do some more. Okay, one of the things I did not explain was this part. From here, we're going to take all the cases and dump them into here. Dump them into here, close this up, and just twirl this around so I could get all of the media outside from the cases, and then I could take them all apart. Well, there you go, everybody. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you learn how to make your own bullets, and how do you save a couple of bucks throughout the long run making your own rather than buying them from a store. Again, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell button so you can get notified anytime I upload a video. And as always, I'll see you in the outdoors.